What's good? Welcome back to this video. In this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about why I think if you're a dealership or a salesman, you should be implementing, marketing to actually scale and grow in the future, and why I think it's probably one of the most effective things you can take if you kind of want to take your business to another level. Now, if you don't believe in marketing or any of that stuff and you think this is some type of scam, just click off this video right now and just save yourself the time. If you're stubborn and you think you know everything, all that stuff, I don't think you should even be watching this video. You should just be doing whatever you're doing now. It's probably working very well for yourself if you're watching this. So, I got to be fully transparent with y'all and honest. If you're stubborn enough to really think what I'm about to say in the video is a scam or whatever, just save yourself the time, just click off. But for the people who are interested, let me just kind of hop right into it. All right, so kind of looking at this looks like it's very complicated, right? You don't know what the hell we're about to talk into, but I'm going to break down every single step, every single format, and explain you exactly how my hybrid system and this whole system that I developed will help you out and how exactly it works step by step, right? So like I mentioned before, it's going to be talking about why you need to learn marketing if you are a dealership owner or a salesman, regardless of what you are. If you're in the automotive industry, whether you work at a dealership or if you are a dealership owner, you need to understand how marketing can actually help you grow and scale your business. So just kind of look at things, right? We have Honda pulled up here, official Honda page. We got actual official Toyota page. You can see all the ads they're actually running. See, these are actual running ads right now on Facebook ad library. So for anybody who's stubborn enough, or a dealership owner who thinks you don't need ads, these guys are more established than you'll ever be, and they're currently running ads. So if you don't think you need to run ads, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just stubborn. They're running tons of ads. You can literally look hundreds of ads, probably spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on these ads, which is not what you should be spending. But clearly they're doing something that works, and you can look at how established they are. So if they're doing it, I think you should understand why it works. Kind of get back into what I was saying before. Let me kind of dive into exactly how the system works and what you need to understand. So let's kind of get into what exactly are you doing as a dealership or a salesman. What are you currently doing to get sales, right? Is it word of mouth, right? And if it is, it's very inconsistent and very not unpredictable. Let's be honest, right? We both know this is probably one of the most inconsistent and not unpredictable methods there probably is. Now, does that mean it's a bad method? That's not what I'm trying to say. What I am saying, if you're really looking to scale and be consistent, this is not the way to go, right? Walk-ins, also inconsistent, unpredictable, random, unqualified. You can have anybody just walk in. They can be anybody who's maybe not qualified, maybe not somebody you want to work with. And that's why walk-ins aren't that effective, right? They can be random. You might have some guy walk in at a time you don't want. Like word of mouth, they're also unpredictable, inconsistent as well. So these are all things you want to avoid when it comes to scales and growing. When it comes to any type of sales and actually scaling and growing, you want to be consistent. You want to have something that's very predictable so you can plan out exactly how you're planning to scale. And when it's very inconsistent, it's going to completely mess you up and get you off track. And this is not for the dealership owners, but it could be. If you are a car salesman and you are hoping that your dealership will get you leads and they'll help you get sales, and you're just going to wait there to get one good lead a day, and you're really kind of just hoping that they feed you, they put food on your plate, it's also not going to get you very far, man. So you got to start thinking about yourself. You got to start taking your business or your job as a business, pretty much, because that's technically what it can be. Now, right, if you're a dealership owner or salesman, you're going to be sacrificing your time and quality of life just kind of chasing leads, calling them up. I know if you do this by yourself, I understand how time consuming it can be to actually call up all your leads, qualify them, really book them in, have them come and show up to you, just so they might not even show up, to be honest. You're going to be chasing these leads very, very much, and that sucks, to be honest. You're really going to be wasting a lot of your time you can be spending with family, with friends, just following up with leads. You don't want to be doing that. So these kind of all lead to, no control over your growth. You really can't control it because you don't have much power in it. You don't really have much say in it. When some guy walks in, you can't really decide whether you have 2 walk-ins or 10 that day. It's just not predictable, and just you have no control in it, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of a business. You want to be in control of your business. And eventually, unfortunately, you're going to hit your limit in your plateau. You can only get so many walk-ins. You can only get so many referrals. And over time, not everybody's going to get a car every single day. These people get cars every 2, 3, 4 years. And your referrals, they're going to max out eventually. Walk-ins, how far do you want that? How far do you think that's going to take you? All right, so let's kind of get into what exactly can help you out. What exactly can take you to that next step? And it's going to be a hybrid system. So me and the team actually developed the whole hybrid system. It's called Hybrid SCS System. What it means is SCS is software to sales. So we actually implement software and automation to actually help you convert to that sale. And the reason we call this a hybrid system is because it consists of 2 things. So it's not one simple marketing where you just got to run ads or boost a post and get sales. It's not that simple. It's very simple, but it's not that simple. So let's kind of get into the first point, which is content creation, right? Now, content creation is one of the most important things when it comes to this system and your business in general. I mean, if you're not following this, then you're going to be behind a lot of people that actually are. All right, so you're probably wondering what I mean by content creation, right? Content creation is you building a brand around yourself or your business, not building a business page and posting inventory. And the reason I say this is because people with brands will always beat you because it's a person-to-person connection. People buy from people, not from a business page or a corporate business page or whatever you're doing where you're just posting inventory and not showing yourself. People probably don't trust you. So you need to start making content creation when it comes to you and your brand and who you are. So let's kind of get into a little bit how to actually set this up. So content creation kind of breaks into multiple categories, but to really just explain it the best way I can to you, it basically means you have to make and post content on all your social media channels. So this goes from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook to even YouTube. YouTube is not very tapped into. Y'all should really start, looking into YouTube because YouTube is one of the, most unsaturated places you can actually post your content creation or any content you want to make. You can post on YouTube and really get views because there's not that much people doing it. Now on social media, it's very, very powerful. And the reason is because not everybody uses social media. When everybody uses something, you should be on that software or that app because it's going to be very, 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 flooded with people that are actually going to be looking to look at whatever you're posting. So what exactly do you need to do when it comes to, content creation? You need to be consistent with it. The reason I say that is a lot of people think it's, 1 or 2 posts a week or 1 or 2 posts a month, and you're going to have people just run into you, chasing after you. That's not how it works. Nothing in life is that easy. You have to actually build something. When you go to the gym, right, or whatever you do, if you're trying to lose weight, you have to lose weight. You have to plan out 3, 6, 7 months ahead of you because you understand that it's going to take time. So when you go to the gym, you don't expect results after a week or 2 when you lift a couple times. No, you got to, go multiple times, build up that discipline, that consistency, and that's how you get results. So the same thing with building a brand. It's not that easy as 1 or 2 posts a week or boosting a post or even posting random pictures and expect people to just throw themselves at you and start buying from you. You need to be very consistent with it. Also, volume is key, right? Consistency without volume is pretty much useless. If you're going to be consistent, but your consistency is 1 post a week or 1 post a month, you'll never grow because you need to have volume as well. So you got to make sure that you're also being consistent as well as being actually having volume, because those are the most important things. If you're doing everything else I mentioned in this video but you don't be consistent or you don't actually have good volume, then you'll never actually grow. So these are the most fundamental parts that you need to get down. Like I said, nothing happens overnight. So the longer you're in the game, the more results you're gonna get. Just how everything in life works. The more consistent, the longer you wait, the longer you play things out, the more results you're gonna get. You want to make sure you're posting at least 7 times a week. I would say that's the minimum. I don't think it should be that hard for you to post 1 post a day. Just spend 5-10 minutes of your day making a post or filming something. 5-10 minutes, come on, bro. You can't do that. 5-10 minutes a day making a post 7 times a week. That's not a lot. Let's say it takes you an hour a week. Come on, bro. You got 24 hours a day. You can knock it out in 1 day for the whole week. So you should be doing at least 7 posts a day, right? That's to kind of get started. If you're already doing some type of post, you should be up in that at least 2 times a day, maybe 14 a week. Big misconception I hear, and I actually have people actually reaching out to me about this, is that, I don't have a huge following. I don't have people following me. You don't need a huge following. You don't need to be a whole celebrity, because you're not. When you build a brand, you don't do it so you can be famous. You do it so you can have people that are interested in what you're offering them, what solution you're helping them fix, what problem you're helping them fix with your solution. So you don't need to have 1,000 or 10,000 followers. You just need to have a consistent actual form of social media that you're posting on that people are going to constantly see, and over time they'll build to it. They'll have multiple touching points with you, and they'll end up converting into a sale. It's that simple. So get that misconception out of your head. You don't need to have a blue check mark and 10,000 followers. That's not how things work. Now that we got over the basics, let's get into what you should be posting and why you should be posting this, right? So the first thing you should be posting, and the most important thing, is some type of value post or problem solving post. Now the reason I say this is that you're going to be talking about issues your ideal customer is struggling with and how you can solve it. Now that is probably the main thing people are even going to watch your videos for, is because they're looking to you as a problem solver that's going to help them solve an issue or problem they're struggling with. And if you're not talking about that, or you're not offering that value that they're looking for up front, they'll never even bother with you. So you need to understand that you got to be offering some type of value. Now that can be informational posts, right? If you talk about cars, right? All-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, full-wheel drive, whatever, different engines, how different cars work, a sedan, an SUV, whatever it is, you want to talk about something that might help make their buying process easier, so they trust you, they see that you're giving free value up front, you're legit, That's the type of value you want to be posting. You don't want to be posting your new C300 bands that you just got in from inventory. Nobody cares about that. I mean, yeah, if they're looking to buy it, they might be interested, but if they don't know you, they don't trust you. I mean, you're not really offering. Everybody else can have a Benz or whatever. The reason people want to buy from you specifically is because of who you are. So you want to offer some type of informational post so that they can actually see that you're legit. They can actually learn from you as well. You know, I think this would be super cool if you're just offering free value and they learn. Maybe some people might be looking for a front wheel drive car or all wheel drive or even real wheel drive. I don't know why it says all-wheel drive twice, but it should be rear-wheel drive. But, you know, these guys, they might learn something or two from you, and that's going to really take it far when it comes to working with you because you're offering free stuff. So you want to position yourself as an expert and problem solver for your customer, because if you're not positioning yourself as a problem solver, then why would they even come to you? If they don't have a problem that you can solve, they don't really need you. So you want to position yourself as that problem solver so that they can actually come to you. You know, customer wins, right? If you just sold a car, tell your customer, hey, you know, can you hold the key? Let's take a picture together. Put your arm around them, whatever. Make sure you're in the picture and just post that. People like to see that. So you want to post your customer wins so that they can see that people are actually working with you. They like you. They like your services. They can see that smile on their face, right? That's what they want. They want to be that customer. So that's why you got to post it. A day in the life. Nobody really talks about this, but this is very useful, right? You want to maybe film a day in your life. Just show, you know, a little bit about who you are, what you usually go through in a day-to-day basis, so they can feel like they're working with another human being, not just another salesman or another business owner. They want to feel like they're working with another human. So show them a little bit about your day, what you kind of deal with, how paperwork works. So yeah, all that stuff. And like I said before about your life, so just tell them a little bit about what you make them build that connection with you. You want to offer that transparency. That transparency always goes a long way, right? Y'all like when somebody comes up to you and is transparent with you, honest with you, because that's what you want. You know, that's what you want. You want them to be honest with you, you got to be honest with them. So let them know a little bit about you. Now, why you should be posting on social media, right? 3 to 5% people are always looking to buy a new car. You know, I don't know how much people in your city, but if you do the math, that's a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of people always looking to buy a car. So if there's a lot of people looking to buy a car, there's always a demand for it. And there are always going to be people looking for a new car, always. So don't think, oh, no, nobody looks for a car. People are always going to be looking for a car, trust me. You know, you want to be the first person that pops up when they actually are interested, right? Because everybody's going to always want to get a new car. And the real question is, are you going to be there when they want it? Are you going to be the person that pops up on their social media or on their YouTube when they're looking to get a new car? Because if you are, then, you know, if you do good at content, they'll want to buy with you. So you want to build your audience of local customers, right? Locally, you want to be that guy that everybody knows. So you want to really build that local audience of your customers. So over time, you got a name around your city, right? The reason that people post on social media and the reason that you should be posting is because over time, you're going to start seeing more people actually chasing you rather than you chasing them, right? I don't know if you're currently chasing leads right now, calling them up, whatever. But when you actually position yourself in the authority, in the power, people are going to come to you. They're going to be chasing you. They want to work with you. So when you position yourself like that, and over time, they will be wanting to work with you, and that's what you want over time. You don't want to be chasing them. That is the last thing you ever want to do. Chasing leads, you want them chasing you. Also, the more content you're posting, the more touching points you're going to have with the customer. You know, there's been studies that show that you need 15 to over 20 touching points with this customer to get a sale. Think about that. 20 touching points. Are you willing to do 20 different touching points with your customer, calling them up 20 different times? I don't think so. But when you post social media, you post on social media, every, you know, post or every video or every reel or every short, whatever you're posting, that's one touching point. So over time, you only need 15, 20, 30 touching points, 40. If you post that consistently, you'll get that in no time. You'll also build a touching point without needing to do anything. Also, right? The more people that you get in front of, the more people that are going to know you. And the more people that see your story and see who you are going to be more people that want to, you know, that trust you. And the more people that trust you, more people that want to buy from you and that want to work with you. So over time, you're going to really build that trust, really build that authority, that rapport. Whatever it is, you're going to build it over time. And that's why you should be posting on social media. Now that we got over the content creation part, right? Let's get into the hybrid SCS system, right? So software to sales system. This is a system that I developed that consists of not only content creation, but also marketing and ads, as well as AI. Now, the reason I say all three of these is because one does not work with the other, right? If you don't have content creation, or you don't have ads, or you don't have marketing and AI, all this stuff, they all correlate together. You need to have all of them together. If you post on social media, but you don't run ads, you're going to get organic. You're going to get organic growth, but it's not going to be as consistent as this. And if you market, right, and you don't have content creation, well, it doesn't work, right? If you're going to market to a brand that you don't have, nobody's going to really want to buy with you. So you're marketing with a content creation or with content already posted. And the reason you do that is because when you market and people actually want to click on your profile and see what you're marketing, what your profile looks like, they click, they see all the content you've been posting. Also, content creation is good, but it can only get you so far, right? Over time, it's going to be really good over time. You can really build an full organic or inbound system with it. But with marketing, you can scale it. You can really take it to another level. That's why it's so useful. Now, AI. The reason we say AI, well, we understand AI as the future, right? If you don't know what AI is, I really suggest you look into it. I don't know how you don't know what it is, but it's so effective. We're in the time right now where AI is taking over. You should really be taking advantage of it. So we obviously implement AI in everything. It's going to simplify out the process. You can understand what exactly I mean when I get into this explanation. But before that, I kind of want to talk about some of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to marketing and car sales, right? So a lot of people say it doesn't work. It's hard to learn. I just showed you that Honda, Toyota, all the other big dealerships use it. So if you're still stubborn enough, I mean, there's no convincing you. You're just bound to, be a failure. Unfortunately, it sucks to hear, but if you're not willing to learn new things and you're too stubborn, thinking you know everything or nothing else works except what you think works, and unfortunately, I feel bad for you, right? If it's hard to learn, I mean, everything in life it's not easy. You think you build up a whole business. If you're watching this, you have a whole career. Is it easy? No. So you got to understand that, yeah, it could be something a little bit hard to learn, but is it going to be impossible? No. So it's hard to learn if you don't have anybody to help you with it. But that's why I'm here. I'm trying to get, make this as simple as, as possible for you. If it was so easy, everybody else would be doing it. Also, you need to have a huge budget. A lot of people think that you need to have a huge budget. You need to, $50,000 a month or $10,000 a month. You don't need to have a huge budget. Depending on who you are, depending on how big your company is or how big your dealership is, if you work at one, your budget will depend, right? So it's not going to be a huge budget. You don't need to have a huge budget. You can literally work with a few $100s. So you don't need to have thousands of dollars to invest up front. Also, a big one, this funny one, right, is people think you need to be an expert at creating or editing videos. You need to be some type of graphic designer. You really don't. I'm going to be honest. Some of the ads I've actually created have taken me 5 minutes to create a whole ad copy, ad creative, everything. And if you look at most ads, they're the most simple picture of a vehicle or maybe some staff or some customer. It's not that hard to create an ad. So you don't need to be a graphic designer or any of that stuff. If anything, I think ads is probably the easiest part, creating it. So you don't need to be any of these stuff. So get that out of your head. Let's talk a little bit about the benefits and how you can actually implement this in your business, right? So first of all, the benefits, right? This is probably what you're here for, right? Control of growth of your income, right? So when you can control the growth of your income, you can decide how much money you make home. If you're looking to make 10K a month profit, 20K a month profit, whatever it is you're looking to get, this is how you control it. When you have a system, a proven system that works, you can control everything that you have, every penny, every cent that you make and you spend. That is what you should be looking for as a business owner or a salesman, whatever you're doing, right? Also, the benefits of it is because it's super consistent, right? So over time, you can know how much you're going to be making. With walk-ins, I might make 10K this month. I might make 5K this month. I might make 3K. You never know. This is consistent. You can literally put that, down payment on a car that you want to get. You can pay that mortgage without needing to worry about, well, this month I have enough leads, whatever. No, this is going to be a consistent stream of income for you. So whenever you go to sleep, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about where your next dollar is coming from, any of that stuff, right? Also, if you're a salesman, you aren't tied down to a dealership or location. So if you run ads and you know how to market, you can market any dealership you work at, any location. You can be anywhere. If you know how to really market, you can take this to another level. So if you're a salesman, you're worried about losing your job and you have to move to another dealership and rebuild whatever you're building there. You don't need to do that, because once you learn marketing once, you learn it forever. This is also a system that if you mastered it, right? If you mastered it, it's not that easy, but once you master it, whenever you put $1 in, you'll get $3 out, right? And that's a system that you should be looking to get. That's a system that you should be looking to master, because when you can control your income like this, it's crazy. I'm telling you, it's really crazy. When you can start putting $1 in and really getting $3 out, $4 out, $5 out, so you can really control how much money you make and how much money you spend. And like I said before, you can control your schedule, be able to sleep at night without worrying about where your next dollar is coming from. This alone should be its own benefit. Just being able to spend time with family controlling your schedule throughout the day, not worrying about getting leads in, calling them up, because you can actually control all this stuff in the system. All right, so let me walk you down through the 3 simple steps, right? This is so simple, but yet so effective, right? The simple 3 steps of running an ad is you need ad copy in the creative. So this is the picture that you see that I just showed y'all when I went to Honda and Toyota. The ad copy, so whatever you're putting on the ad copy in the creative, so the caption, a funnel and some type of qualification. This is as simple as just a landing page or even qualifications on the Facebook form itself, just to ask a few questions, understand who you're working with, qualify them a little bit, and nurturing and setting the appointment. Simple as that. When it comes to nurturing and setting the appointment, some type of follow-up sequence, whether you get the leads in, you have an appointment set up, automations with the software, all that stuff gets automated in our software with the SCS software, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So all you need to really do is create the ad copy, creative, a funnel that basically qualifies them, and then the system nurtures and sets appointments for them. And obviously we do everything like that here with our team and and me and everybody. But obviously you can do this by yourself. You don't need to work with me to actually do this stuff. This is very simple. You can watch individual videos on how to do every single part of this. I will have some videos later on coming about how to actually set up every single individual one of these. Now I'm not gonna be able to hold your hand through it and do it for you, right? That's what you're paying me for. That's what I'm here for. Whatever I mentioned before about building that brand, right? You want to build that free knowledge. You want to offer that free thing so that people say, all right, if this is for free, I wonder what it's like paid. That's what I'm doing for y'all. Y'all need to understand I'm doing this content. I'm literally, what I'm preaching to y'all is what I'm doing right now. I'm making this content, offering y'all free value, what y'all should do, so that when y'all understand and see this, y'all understand yourselves, okay, he's offering this for free. So I wonder what, the paid thing is. You're going to book in a call with me. You're going to speak with me, see how I can help you out, see what type of return on investment you're going to make with me. And then eventually I'll have you close. It's very simple. I understand exactly how the system works. I'm doing it right now. So y'all need to just do it yourselves. It's very, very simple. I just did it. Y'all actually, if you're watching this right now to this minute right now, you'll understand exactly how this works because it's working on you right now. You're probably interested in whatever I'm saying. You're probably interested in how to set this up. And there's multiple ways you can set up yourself, but you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to set up. You don't want to manage leads. You don't want to handle all this stuff. And then especially when it comes to taking this to the next level, right? This is where we actually are our agency. We implement actual AI chatbot in your whole business, right? This basically further qualifies all the leads that we get you. We have auto appointment booking, which also means we book in appointments for you automatically with AI. And we have AI nurture and automated text. So, I mean, y'all looking at this like, okay, this is really going to help my business out. This is really going to do a lot of stuff for me. I don't need to worry about any of this stuff. And the reason we do this is because we understand that dealerships struggle with this stuff. We understand that salesmen struggle with this stuff, right? You don't want to be calling up leads, right? You don't. You want to have that consistent stream of income so that whenever you're going to work, whenever you have your business open, you can know how much money you're making in. You don't need to ask. You hate calling up leads, right? I know you hate it. You hate managing your leads. You hate worrying about how many people are going to come in. And that's why this whole system right here can be implemented by yourself. This whole system right here is not hard to do by yourself. And if you do need help with it, that's why you book in a call with me. It's in the description. If you want any help, you want further explanation, you book in a call. Also, if you do book in a call with me, you get a free consultation call with me specifically. So I will personally speak with you, understand where you are, what your situation is, and see if I can even help you out. Because I'm going to be fully honest with you. Just like how you have some type of qualifications when it comes to your customer, whether it's their credit score, down payment, whatever it is, I obviously have some qualifications for everybody I work with. I don't want to just work with any salesman or dealership who got that 3 a.m. motivation and says, all right, I'm going to take my business to the next level, but isn't really serious. So if you're not serious, if you're watching this and just thinking, oh, this is nice, but you're not really going to take it serious, don't even bother wasting my time or your time. Try to implement this to yourself. I suggest starting off with content creation, starting learning how to do marketing. I will make more videos in depth about how to actually do the marketing aspect. The marketing aspect, believe it or not, might be a little bit easier than the actual content creation because it is a one-time setup. Once it's fully set up, it's fully set up. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You click like 6 buttons to actually adjust your budget, which basically means you get more leads or you less leads. So you click 6 buttons if you want to get more leads, 6 buttons if you want to get less leads. Very simple once you get it set up. So the marketing aspect is pretty simple. Content creation is also very simple, but it will take a bit more time to set up and manage over time. So if you do want to get on a call with me, so if you do want to get on a call with me, I will actually explain to you exactly what we do. Now I mentioned a little bit about here. We are a full-time agency that does marketing, consulting as well as social media management. So everything I just mentioned right here, the reason I mentioned this and pitched this to y'all is because this is completely what we offer. We manage all your social medias. We also do marketing as well as consulting, right? So we will consult your team if you do have some type of bad sales team, or if you need some help consulting and actually strengthening your sales team. We do give you tips and actual sales training. So that's kind of what we do around here. This is kind of the fundamentals and the basics. So I suggest y'all actually study this, analyze this, and try to figure out how you can implement this in your own business. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll be happy to help anybody. Also, my IG is in the description. So if you have any questions, you can DM me right there. And other than that, I'll see you on the next video.